All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do to begin is to call to order the special meeting of the Board of Selectmen for Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. And we're going to move straight to recess. We're recessing for a public hearing. Basically, we have on the docket here, two properties that have been noticed for sale. 21 Trowbridge Drive, which is known as Lot 2, and 23 Trowbridge Drive, which is known as Lot 3. Well, do you want to just go through what the offers are, or would you like to?
Sure.
I'll introduce, this is Mike Boyle, Director of the Economic Development Commission for Bethel.
So right now for lot 2, our initial offer was for $480,000. Our asking price was $540,000, and we ended up with $500,000 cash, no mortgage. Okay. We have already gotten the EDC approval, Board of Finance approval, P&Z approval, and so on and so forth. The second lot is lot 3 in the back. Asking price for that was $794,500. The initial offer came in at $625,000, and we have tentatively agreed to a price of $750,000 cash. Basically, the important thing to keep in this, about 6, probably more like 7 years ago, we had estimates from the loan that said that the property would go for about $125,000 an acre. And these two lots are the higher prices, the more acreage, 4 acres a lot. And we ended up getting for the first lot about 161, for the second lot 159. So we came in better than with the original projections, but I didn't put much faith in those back due to the age of them at the time, to be honest with you. And so we're obviously recommending to everyone that we move forward. The contracts have been submitted to their attorneys. We're anxious to complete the contract, get our deposit money, and then they have to go through their approvals. In both cases, the CLAR is the organization that is moving, currently based out of Norwalk to here. They're, in fact, Kevin, who is on our EBC, is familiar with them. They do very high-end European customized glass. They sell an awful lot down in the Hamptons. They sell a lot into the high end, and they anticipate that they're going to need about 20 jobs, give or take, up here. And then in addition, the second sister company, but they're two separate companies, but it's the same group, are selling modular type homes. So that's going to be a facility for them to work out of there. And that also they expect to bring some jobs. So, and the proceeds of the sale, even after the real estate commissions will cover, more than cover, the payback to the town for the loans that we put out upfront. Obviously, the state is covering a good chunk, approximately them, not as much, but pretty.
What do we put out, like 760,000?
760,
And the state kicked in.
they kicked in six
something.
75.
I mean, this seems like a no-brainer to me. I never thought we would get 700,000 from that lot, so I think that's great. I mean, we just hit the market right. There's nothing out there, and You know, if it's gonna bring jobs to town and it's gonna bring good tax base to town, I think, you know. Sounds like it'd be a good home run all the way around.
So, thank you. I appreciate that. I will open it for public comment if there's somebody from the public who would like to make
I
comments.
think Grand Slam was.
Grand Slam was,
Public
yeah.
comment.
That's-
You want to go on
Oh, yeah.
record with?
Yes.
Now, Marty, I do have correspondence that was sent regarding the public hearing. Should I read that into the record? It was, the email. There are questions which are relevant to the sale, or should I hold that to the Board of Selectmen meeting?
No, I think there's questions regarding sale. We can answer them.
Right, okay. So there were a couple issues brought to attention on our email. And this is from Diane Ryan, 13 Kara Drive in Bethel. And the question she was asking, because it didn't look like she was able to be here. First off, did we do a fair market analysis on the properties and also negotiate a fair price offer with the buyer to assure the town is getting the best price for the properties?
Answer is yes on both.
And I do believe that, considering the what we received. Since the property that JAR is proposing to develop at Francis J. Clark was found to have a rare butterfly in its natural habitat, its habitat, as seen and noted at the recent P&Z meeting, did you assure the town property for sale doesn't have any habitat or conservation issues that need protecting in the sale and development of the properties?
We had, as part of our approval with the state, we identified some areas for special butterfly protection. Those have been documented and built into the contract. KD and Sons will finish up with putting a special habitat area for the butterflies.
Fabulous. They also asked about if we will be assuring that the town has no hazardous materials or waste will be generated through the use of these sites by the buyer for the properties.
We've not,
That's taken care of buyers.
I believe so. Okay. And lastly, do these sales go along with the plans of use of the Economic Development Commission have for these properties? I would say definitely yes. If you look at the long-term plan and what the town has put forward, as we were just speaking about, the town put in $772,000 and some change to develop the area, and we have definitely recouped. And then some. I think when somebody said recently it was a grand slam. So I think that answers all the questions in the email. Are there anybody else who would like to bring public comment? Questions? Yes, sir.
The reason why.
If you would state your name and your address.
My name is Jim Barber, former developer in town, etc. The reason you're having this meeting is for the town to actually approve the sale.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
has to be a public,
Part of the process. Have to have a public
it
hearing.
doesn't, just on its face seem like a really solid, good deal. It kind of goes through.
there's
Yes.
a process.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
one of many steps in the process.
Yes,
but-
I understand the steps, but this
Yeah.
one just, and you were the town is actually the owner of the property.
Yes.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
4 of the lots on that road
Mhm.
are town owned, some of them are private.
Yes,
Okay,
the 4 that we put up for sale and developed are town owned.
and those are at the very end there, at the end of the circle or at the end of the you guys, and you can see where the road was kind of fresh.
Yes, sir. If you wouldn't mind, is it Jim?
James Barber.
Or what's your address for the record?
My address is 268 St. Paul Turnpike in Reading.
Fabulous. Thank you, sir. Any other public comment regarding the? Okay, so with that, I will close the public hearing. Thank you very much for attending and those who are online. I'd like to call to order the special meeting of the Board of Selectmen. We spoke really briefly about the correspondence already. I just left it off things. I thought now do the public hearing. Yeah, that's okay. Not a mandatory, but the other comment that Ms. Ryan had mentioned, some of the links were not working on Zoom to get the proper stuff. So we were able to get the documents to her, and we're trying to fix those links. And it's part of the ongoing website change. And I'm told we're very close to coming to the end of that. I'll have something on online it's better. So that's the correspondence. Any other correspondence? First up, I would like a motion to approve the sale of the lots on Trowbridge Drive as presented.
So move.
Second. Okay, any more discussion?
Yeah, I think everyone did, they did a great job marketing it.
Yeah.
I think it's, amazing that we got all our money back and then some, and we still have 2 lots left to sell. And bringing jobs to town is plus.
Now,
Long time coming, thank you.
Good job.
now, it's also, it's important to say, the disclaimer, right? We still have a long way to go. A
Yeah,
lot of things can happen. But you know what? You guys at BBC and everybody involved did a great job. More our town attorney will work with the contracts and those sorts of things, but things seem to be on track now. In the process, the next step will be a town meeting. We're waiting to have signed contracts before we go to that next step. So expect probably a special meeting down the line to set a town meeting date. Okay. So we have a motion on the table. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries. Next up, I would like a motion to, I guess a motion to approve the repair. We'll be sending this on to the Board of Finance. A motion to approve the repair of Bethel Middle School, Berry School, and Bethel High School to repair the roofs in an amount not to exceed $50,000.
Second.
Today we have Bob Giminaro. And you said you have a new quote for us?
We do, sir.
Okay,
As requested, you wanted to try to move out a little bit, try to get a little more, 2 more years out. And we went back to the drawing board with the contractor, and he included additional blister repair, additional seam repair, additional flashing repair. And that new total now is 32,900. I'm wrong page. I've got 37,650.
30. And do we believe this is the final quote?
What he indicated here is that this is a not to exceed number on his end,
Okay,
okay? And he feels that the work on the Berry and the high school will bring it out to the 3 to 5 year mark. The middle school,
sure.
yeah, and on the middle school, he figured that was fine. He didn't need to expand anymore on the middle school.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Any other discussion? I mean, I can, I will amend my motion and say that we approve the roof repair for Bethel Middle School, Berry School, and Bethel High School in the amount not to exceed $37,650. If I'll have a second.
Bob, do you think,
37,650.
do you think that we should keep the contingency in case they find something when they start working on the roof that
I-
we're not expecting?
I do, sir, only because some
Okay.
of the work at the Berry School is gonna require some brickwork.
Okay.
And that's an unknown.
So we still don't know that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he felt very confident on the repairs he's got laid out.
Okay.
But the brickwork is the wild card.
So he's my motion.
I will amend the
motion
motion.
to set a contingency in there so we don't have to come back to the.
So I will state the motion. I move that we approve the roof repair for Bethel Middle School, Berry School, and the Bethel High School in an amount not to exceed $50,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And thank you for
I have
that.
all the detail that they do.
Yeah. It's spectacular. It's, you
you
get
email
more out of
those?
that roof. Yeah.
Could they email those to us?
Um.
Or do you wanna, do you have copies for it?
They're in
You
the
have
shared
copies?
folder. They're in the shared folder, but all this is the backup.
Okay,
They show you the histories of all the repairs.
perfect. Thank you.
Bobby, you're gonna supervise?
You guarantee that.
Were you going to Portugal or something?
No.
Okay.
I'll be
make
I'll
sure.
supervise it.
I'll make sure.
All right. So the last item, we will not be doing on the agenda because we don't have a special meeting or contract yet. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None? Thank you.
Yeah, can I- thank you.
Diane, I read your information and happy to talk to you about your question.